During the next few minutes, this film will portray two of the projects in which you, by virtue of your membership in the Moose, are making an investment in humanity. One of your greatest assets is now Mooseheart, Illinois, the world-renowned Moose Child City. Located 35 miles southwest of Chicago, in the beautiful and fertile Fox River Valley, the city of Mooseheart comprises an area of nearly 1,200 acres. It is a complete city, having its own homes, schools, church, stores, bank, post office, fire department, and power and light facilities. Here you are now providing for nearly 1,000 boys and girls, the sons and daughters of men who, like yourselves, once joined the Moose. Notice these shaded avenues, the well-kept lawns, and the modern homes. Here in a sylvan setting is a community of friendliness, happiness, and peacefulness. Truly a most appropriate place for children to grow, to play, to learn, and to worship. Your Mooseheart children live in individual homes very much like those of any well-kept suburban community. They live in groups with a house mother and a cook. Here all the characteristics of an ideal home are incorporated. Bedrooms, a spacious living room, a dining room, and a well-equipped kitchen. Each child thrives in the true home atmosphere which prevails. Without agriculture, no nation can be great. The rolling fields of the Child City are filled with the blessings of nature's bounty. At Mooseheart, you see a truly fine agricultural program. A quart of milk per day for every boy and girl is provided by this prize Holstein herd. Mooseheart's beautiful new $1 Million High School provides a completely modern facility for academic training according to highest prevailing standards. The men and women of the Moose, men and women like yourselves, believe that we can build a greater tomorrow by properly educating the youth of today. The elementary school is a further expression of this belief. Mooseheart's charming kindergarten represents the beginning of an academic life which is not only complete, but allows each individual maximum opportunity for his talents and abilities. Here is where you are building the youth of today into good citizens of tomorrow. In addition to a very thorough academic training, your children at your Moose Child City, both boys and girls, are taught one or more of 17 useful trades and vocations which will equip them to make their own way in life. Through this complete academic and vocational instruction, combined with religious and physical training, each child is equipped to become a distinct asset to society. A student band, a symphony orchestra, several choruses, and a drum and bugle corps represent training in music which has its beginning in the earlier years of Mooseheart youth. The fine art of sculpturing and the arts of architecture and drafting are additional advantages of your boys and girls. These beautiful examples of their handiwork reflect genuine artistic talent. Mooseheart's fine hospital provides modern and complete medical facilities to protect the health of our boys and girls. A resident physician has at his command a complete staff of medical experts who are constantly on guard for the physical well-being of the residents. It is no wonder then that Mooseheart's health record is unsurpassed in the entire world. This beautiful stadium testifies to appreciation of the importance of physical training. The Mooseheart varsity football team has won national fame, not only for its ability on the gridiron, but also for its fine spirit and clean play. Indoor athletic facilities are also provided. This fine swimming pool was built with the help of the youngsters themselves, contributing to the character of these children, which is further developed by the athletic field and gymnasium where sportsmanship and fair play are taught. This development is inspired by the pomp and ceremony of Cadet Corps drills. This sparkling lake offers boating, skating, and fishing to the Child City residents, and its attractively wooded shores lure the youngsters for glorious outings, hiking, and camping. This is your magnificent house of God, truly an awe-inspiring children's cathedral. Reaching heavenward is the imposing Tower of Tolerance. Here is where your boys and girls are taught to worship their God according to the faith of their parents. On one side is the Catholic chapel. Its beautiful stained glass windows picture the 7 sacraments of the church. A resident Catholic priest ministers to the children of his faith. On the other side is the Protestant chapel, where regular services are conducted. The windows of this chapel portray the 8 Beatitudes. As we enter the main church, we are impressed with its magnitude and grandeur. Here is a house of worship that ranks with the most unique and most famous of the world. The beautifully colored windows tell the story of the Old Testament, the creation, the fall from grace, the promise to the just, and the advent of the Redeemer. The mysteries of the New Testament are also depicted: the incarnation, the redemption, the resurrection, and the confirmation of the Christian faith. The heart of Mooseheart has always been its baby village, where the youngest of its population enjoy their first impressions of community living. Doesn't your heart swell within you as you see these lively youngsters romp and play, secure in the knowledge that more than 1 million men and women are solidly united in their behalf? Truly, the secret of the greatness of Mooseheart lies in the minds and hearts of the men and women of the Moose, men and women like yourselves, who by their combined efforts have given new meaning to the expression, "Suffer little children to come unto me." The stately campanile receives our farewell as we leave the Child City. The Moose have gone to Florida to establish Moosehaven, the city of contentment. On the banks of the wide and beautiful St. Johns River near Jacksonville, the Moose have created their second great humanitarian achievement, this modern haven for the dependent aged members of your fraternity. Dotting the landscape are low, rambling, one-story buildings, each a complete unit in itself. Here we find beautiful and spacious rooms where husband and wife live together. Delightfully furnished with comfortable and modern appointments, these restful retreats are ideally suited to the requirements of elderly men and women. Large, tastefully decorated and furnished central living rooms, complete with radio and television, comfortable, easy chairs, ample lighting facilities, and excellent ventilation are designed for pleasant hours of relaxation. Modern kitchens round out these delightful residences. This specialized health center is staffed by a group of doctors, nurses, and technicians, always ready to minister to the ailments of the residents. The Moosehaven Community Building features an auditorium for assemblies which include meetings, movies, and parties. Moosehaven maintains its own dairy facilities and a farm to supply some of the food for the community. Here, many City of Contentment residents find outlets for their talents and energies. The philosophy governing Moosehaven is that each citizen is to contribute to the community welfare so that he in turn may have security in his golden years. The men and women of the Moose realize that though folks may become too old to hold their own in a highly competitive, fast-paced civilization, they still may retain great stores of ability and potential energy. The Moose believe, and most psychologists agree, that by giving elderly persons work to do and activities to absorb their interests, old age can be made to beat a retreat. That's how the Moose have made it work at Moosehaven. A Moosehaven resident may eventually wear out, but he will never rust out. Much of the maintenance work is done by the old folks themselves. They help with the cooking, dining room service, housekeeping, nursing, gardening, barbering, and minor repair work. Your investment in humanity pays warm dividends as you watch the happy and contented faces of Moosehaven's old-timers at their joyful social activities. There is almost complete freedom from worry. Here, the aged may grow old with dignity and with a feeling of independence because of you. Outdoor game areas like this shuffleboard court and indoor recreation such as painting and other forms of art occupy leisure time and supply many hours of pleasant relaxation. For the ladies, there are sewing circles or just ordinary coffee periods and teas. Fishing and boating on the beautiful St. Johns River are major attractions of the City of Contentment, all combining for happiness in the twilight of life. To further imbue a feeling of independence and usefulness, Moosehaven men and women are paid for the tasks they perform. Those no longer able to work are assigned to sit in rocking chairs in the sun and smile at passers-by, and they too receive a monthly allowance for this service. At work or play, the Moosehaven resident represents a material translation of the meaning of Moose membership. Deep in the heart of each and every Moose lies his own interpretation of his privileges and obligations. From all of these interpretations, there is blended an organization that is like none other in history, a Moose fraternity that can be great and become eternal because you, watching this film unfold, have made an investment in humanity. Mooseheart and Moosehaven are now your great assets, your big investment for the building of an even greater tomorrow.